Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will discuss a problem which is present on page number 236 of your textbook, first year textbook, and it is chapter number 8, Chemical Kinetics. Let's begin. Let's start. 2NO plus O2 to NO2. What will be the effect on weight if concentration of NO is doubled? B. Concentration of NO is halved. C. Concentration of O2 is doubled. Solution. Now, first we have to write that what is the rate expression of this equation. The students who don't know how to write the rate expression, they can see my yesterday's video. So, rate is either you can write dx upon dt, or you can write rate, or you can write velocity of reaction. It's one and the same thing. Rate is equal to the rate of this reaction is equal to K, and O is the reactant, and here is a 2, so this 2 will come in power, and O2, right? Now this is the rate expression of this equation. Now according to this rate expression, the rate is directly proportional to the reactants, you can see. So let's start the A part. Let's solve it. Now A is saying that what, as you can see, that as rate is directly proportional to NO and square, it's a square. So hence if concentration of NO is doubled means the rate, double means increases by 2 times. The rate will increase how many times? 2 to the 4. 4 times. The rate will increase 4 times. How? You can see. Now, if I write NO in place of NO, instead of NO, I put the value 2 because the rate, because the concentration is doubled. So, if I put the value 2, so the square of 2 is 4 times. So the rate will increase how many times? 4 times. Similarly, if the question comes and if it is asking that what will be the effect on rate if the concentration of NO is become thrice. So what value you have to put? 3. So 3 threes are 9. The rate will increase 9 times. What will be the, and if I change the question, I say that what will be the effect of rate if the concentration of NO is halved? So this is the, here was a question, B part. So let's solve it. If the concentration of NO is halved, any guesses? Half means 1 upon 2. The rate will decrease. Why I am saying that it will decrease? Because the concentration is decreasing. It becomes half. Half means decreasing. The rate will decrease by how many times? 1 upon 2, and it's a square. So it will become 1 upon 4 times. The rate will decrease 1 upon 4 times. Now let's start the C part, the last part. What will be the effect of rate? What will be the effect of rate if the concentration of O2 is doubled? So if the concentration of O2 is doubled, if the concentration of O2 is doubled. So as you can write that as rate is directly proportional to O2. So if the concentration of O2 is doubled, if O2 concentration is doubled, the rate will also be doubled. The rate will also be doubled. Why? Because here is no any square, no any power. So if the concentration of O2 is doubled, the rate will also be doubled. If the concentration of O2 is halved, the rate will also be halved. So it's so simple. That's it. So another question. Here is another question which is present on page number 237. Another problem is here. 2NH3 and 2 plus 3H2. This is the equation. This is a very famous equation of Haber process. The rate is given in the question. Rate is equal to K NH3 and its square. Why it's square? Because here is a 2. That 2 will become in power. Now question, what is the question? Question is, what will be the effect on rate constant if the concentration of NH3 is increased 4 times? Now it's asking about the rate constant. It's not asking the rate, it's asking about the effect of concentration on rate constant. Which is the rate constant? This is the rate constant. So let's start. Now, as we know that rate, it's asking about the rate constant. So what will be the value of rate constant? Rate and NH3 will be divided on another side, right? And the expression will become like this. The value of K will remain constant if the concentration of NH3 is increased or decreased. There will be no change in the value of K. Why? Because if you double the concentration of NH3, or if you increase the concentration 4 times, as in the question it is mentioned that it is increased 4 times, the rate will also be increased by that factor. The rate will also be increased by which factor? 4 4 is 16. 16 times. The rate will be increased 16 times, but there is no change in the value of K. The value of K will remain constant. So what will you write? The value of K will remain constant. There is no change for either increasing or decreasing for either increasing or decreasing the concentration of NH3 ammonia, the rate will be increased, increased or decreased by that factor. So this is the answer of this problem. So the question also comes in the paper. So which is the factor which can alter the value of K? There is only one factor that can alter, that can change the value of K and it is temperature. Only the temperature can change the value of K, because every specific reaction is going on a certain temperature. If you change the temperature, the value of K will be affected by temperature, by the change in temperature. The change in concentration will not affect it. Why? Because if you increase the concentration of ammonia, the rate will also be increased by that factor. If you decrease the concentration of ammonia, the rate will be decreased by that factor, but the value of K will remain constant.